Hello, and welcome to Garage Life TV. Today we're going to be doing an oil change on a 88 Toyota pickup. This has the V6 engine. That's the 3VZE. 3VZE, yep, Toyota's 3VZE engine. It's the 3.0 V6 that came in the Toyota pickups and 4Runners up until 95. So for this job, you're going to need a new oil filter, 14mm ratchet, and 5 quarts of oil. So, start by taking the oil cap off from up here to increase flow, or actually, we're going to leave this oil cap on to reduce flow, so that way when we take the nut off, we get a little bit less oil on our hands. Then once we get the nut off at the bottom, we can come in and release this up here. You're going to need your oil drain pan to catch the oil as it starts coming out. Get your 14 over here. Okay, so I found a nice little tub that ended up being the perfect height. Squeeze the oil pan right up against the bottom of my subframe there. I also found some cardboard to lay down underneath to catch anything that missed the pan. And there comes the oil. If you've got an oil pan like this, make sure that the plug on the top is loose. That way you get good flow and don't end up with it overflowing all over the side, which is not good, I can tell you from experience. Now we're removing the oil filter. It's down in the driver's side wheel well. At parts stores, they also recycle used oil filters and used oil. Make sure to take that there to have it disposed of properly. You can just stick your old filter in the box that the new one came in. Actually, before you do that, you want to flip it upside down in the oil pan. Get all of this old oil out of there. Very conveniently, this tub that I have the oil pan on works as a secondary oil pan. The cardboard is a tertiary protection measure because remember, safety third, as well as first and second. Get that oil cap off to get any extra pressure released. Increases oil flow, gets as much, you want to get as much of that gunky old stuff out as possible. Looks like we got a couple drops coming still. If you're not in a hurry, you might as well just leave it and get as much of that out. Before putting your new oil filter on, you're going to want to get a little bit of oil, that new stuff, get it around the lips there, lubricate the inside. There we go. That'll help create a nice skid seal. We're about to get our new oil filter on. Just screw it on by hand. Should go on nice and easy. If it's not, back it off and try a different angle, because you really don't want to counter thread it, cross thread it. Yeah. Get that good and tight. Let's see, can you guys see that? Yeah, I've got this ring around here. It looks like maybe it's like a super old crush washer that's just destroyed. Oh. Yeah. If your crush washer looks like this, you may want to replace it. And I'm back with a new crush washer. So, let's get that drain plug back up in there. Give her a good, let's say, quarter turn past hand tight. Quarter to a half a turn. So where it's nice and tight, you don't want to like jam her on there though. As long as you're using a small enough ratchet, it's hard to put too much force onto it, unless you really try. Got the drain bolt back on, we've got the oil filter back on. We are ready to top her up. So if you want to be super accurate about it, check your owner's manual or service manual for your oil capacity. I'm just going to try and pour in a little bit more than 4 quarts and then start checking. So once this bottle is getting close to empty, it's a 5-quart bottle. So now let's check our oil level. You can see there we're about halfway up the fill line. Hopefully you guys can see that. Being halfway up the fill line, tiny bit more oil. Next we're going to put the oil cap on and start up the vehicle for about 15-20 seconds to let that oil filter fill up. Okay, now you're ready to start her up. So we're going to let her run for a little bit. That oil filter down in there is filling up right now as the pump pumps oil through it. That should be good right about there. Now let's check that oil level again. Okay, so now you can see that our oil is below the low level. Let's see if we can get the zoom to work on that. Now let's check our oil level again. You can see there, we're right below our fill line. Looking good. So now that we've done that, we're going to want to take her around the block and check that oil level one more time just to make sure that you're not running low on oil. There is few ways to kill your car quicker than running it low on oil. That is how you do an oil change on a V6 Toyota 4Runner and pickup through the year 95. Cheers, and thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe so you can stay tuned in for future videos, and give that like button a loving embrace. Come on guys, it's 2018. Hashtag stop the hate.